Hi, welcome to the Liquor Connoisseur. I'm Crystal.
I'm Roger.
We are here with our new best friend in the community, Angry Mac.
Yes.
We are so glad to have you here today.
I'm really happy to be here. I'm happy to get the invite, and it's great watching you guys.
Man, we enjoy watching you as well. So, how this all came about is you actually hit us up, messaged us about how we can collaborate. I thought that was really cool because that's something we haven't ventured out into doing. Is just hitting up everybody and be like, "Hey, you want to collab?" And so it's been really great talking with you and seeing your videos as well. And I'm excited to review this Still Austin.
Yeah, hold on. Let me get my pours in. I know I jumped ahead here, but I'm excited. We've been waiting for this moment here.
Yes. This is about what, 4 weeks in the making?
Yeah, you know what? I forget. Oh, the first night I had I think it was back to school night.
Oh yeah.
I think you said you did that. I said no. I said let me check. I think I had parent conferences or something. I had to work. It was one of the few Thursday nights that I actually have to go to work.
Yeah.
I am by trade. I am a speech therapist.
Okay.
Right. It does come with some responsibility every once in a while at night.
Yeah. Thought that.
It's a great job.
It smells so good. So we have the Still Austin cask strength, and it's coming in at 58%. Ooh-wee. 116 proof. It says it's aged at least 2 years, and it looks at least that.
Yeah.
At least.
So I should be good. It's within my tolerance level of proof.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
I do have a limit.
I like it. It says it's robust, and I believe every bit of it.
Oh yeah.
It is.
And then you
Interesting thing about the Still Austin, the mash bill is 70% corn, 25% rye, and 5% malted barley. But it's the sweet white corn, so they use the little kernels down there. And everything Still Austin does is grain to glass. Everything's locally sourced. Everything's done down there. It's really, for me at least, it's turning the idea that Texas whiskey isn't great to really, wow, it's starting to come around.
We've been to a couple of distilleries out in Texas, so I'm excited to try this one.
Yeah, they have the benefit of their climate really pushing the age a little bit further along than you would normally get.
Yep.
Pretty much anywhere else.
Yeah, this is 2 years. I mean,
yeah.
You look at it.
Take a little bit more than that.
Does it look 2 years?
Pretty much anywhere else.
Yeah.
You look at that color. That is so dark. It is hard to believe this is 2 years.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right, man. You ready to cheers? Or you want to say what you get on the nose? What do you get?
Yeah, I guess we should do that part.
Yeah. We're just so ready to jump in and excited.
Let's hear it.
I mean, it's definitely got that sweet. There's no alcohol really on it.
No, it's light there, but I'm still getting the toffee. It does not smell like it's close to 60% at all.
No, you get a little cinnamon or a little cherry.
Yeah, you definitely get the cinnamon in there too.
Yeah.
It's like,
beautiful
beautiful on the nose.
All right, cheers.
Cheers. This coats well. This is going to linger for a minute. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
It's got a little bite to it, but as expected at this proof.
You get the nice tingling right in your lips as soon as it hits, right? Like as soon as it hits your lips.
All right, so first sip, got the coat.
Man, it's a nice coat.
Yep. Second sip.
A little bit of chocolate. Okay. I'm getting more of the cherry that you spoke about. Yeah.
I get like that burnt brown sugar or maple taste to it too. Like that, like not like they're burning the sugar, like when you burn it to eat it, to cook it, that taste.
Yeah, it's caramelized.
That's a perfect way to put it.
Yes. I like this too because I would expect on the front end, the back end doesn't have that same heat. The front end, I feel it more front.
It goes down very smooth.
Right. I mean, it's there, but the heat is all front mid.
Here's on the dry down on this.
Yeah, I'm gonna let this sit. After we sip out of them, I kind of nerd out on this kind of stuff. So we'll just let it sit out for about 30, 45 minutes. All the alcohol comes off, come back to it, get a nose. And that's usually when I get my butterscotches and, like you said, like the caramelized sugar. So I'm looking forward to that.
I have a delayed palate.
It's funny. I'm the same way. On the nose. I'll start and I'll have it sitting around and I'll be doing things. And normally, like I'm in the basement here and I'm usually shooting darts or doing things and the bottle will be out. And as it sits over time, then I really pick up some interesting notes. People always say, let it sit out 15, 20 minutes. I don't have that kind of patience.
No.
I
I'll
open
catch
a
that
bottle.
later.
Right. I open a bottle. I want to drink some. What else have you tried?
We've been to Acre Distilling
Mhm.
and Blackland.
All right. I had the Balcones Unbent. It's the other one. Balcones Unbent. Garrison Brothers.
Okay.
There's another one I had just last week. Somebody sent me a sample of a wheat whiskey that was dynamite. I can't remember the name of it, but it was really, really good. It was one of the best wheat whiskeys I've had. And those Texas was absolutely fantastic. I'm not a fan of the Balcones, and that Garrison just does it a little too. I've got a friend who loves it.
Really?
It just goes to show you how everybody just enjoys. Think about what you like. I know when I cook here at home, I don't eat salmon. I cook it for my wife. She loves it. I don't like it at all. I prefer that good steak. Where she's like, it just everybody likes something different.
Yeah, no, that's very true. One thing we talk about on the show is sip to discover. If you just go off that first sip, you're never gonna like hardly anything.
No. Sometimes it's sip to discover and then wait and sip to discover again.
That's right.
Yes.
You have to let it just sit around and see how it turns out in a week or a month.
Yeah, I've definitely done that. Later, I'm like, oh,
Yeah, this
okay.
is mellowed out a little bit.
Yeah. I
This
think
don't need that though.
no.
This is
The finish
delicious
is great.
right now.
I liked watching your episode with Fred Minnick and how he talked about the tasting. And you did warn me. You said, Mike, that's a long one. That was so good though, because it was so informative, and it seemed like I've never met the man. I've read 2 of his books. I see him online, but he seemed like a really genuine guy when he was there talking to everybody. Just like a regular, just a nice, genuine guy, just happy to be around and talking about it. I mean, did he come across like that in person?
Yes.
Yeah, he's easy to talk to and a nerd beyond belief. He dives into this stuff.
Yeah, we introduce ourselves, tell him what we do, because he's also from Oklahoma. That's where we are. And he was like, okay, give me your address if that's okay. And I want to send you a copy of my book. And we were like, yes.
Yeah, he was just like, I want to send you a copy of the book. So it's sitting right here.
I have that one. I have that one of those on my shelf also. Nice. Great book. Great book.
We still need to shoot through that one.
I started this journey. I have celiac disease. I found out about 13 years ago, and I can't drink beer. But I was drinking whiskey and bourbon when I was in my 20s, but never really seriously. I would just have a little bit. But then when I couldn't drink beer, I said, you know what? Asked the doctor. He said, yeah, bourbon's gluten-free. And then I really started reading, tasting. The reviews just came out as a complete fluke, because I did an advent calendar. I said, you know what? Let me put it on TikTok, and people watched. Which was strange to me.
Your videos awesome. Are on point, man. I love them. I get stuck. I'm like, and another one.
Yeah. I'm usually 3 a week. I usually do the 2 reviews at home and the 1 review at the bar, unless I'm out. If you saw any of my stuff at the Kentucky Bourbon Festival, I did 9 in a span of 2 hours. It was a lot. I was ready to leave, and Bard's Distillery said, listen, can you come over here? We'd love you to have you. I'm like, sure, I'll come over. No. After that, it was no. I'm like, guys, I got to get out of here. I got a plane to catch.
Oh, yeah. We'll have to catch that one. We got to start doing some more festivals, getting out. I went to Taste of Black Spirits. Actually, it was in Brooklyn. Got to taste a lot of great spirits. We actually just got a new spirit in today from New Dawn Distilling. It's a wheated bourbon. I'm excited to try that.
I just left a message for New Dawn Distilling. I'm interested in the wheat, and I wanted to know if they had any samples available for testing or sampling to review. And they will have the social media. Whoever the gentleman who does the social media will get back to me.
I'll put in a word. I've talked to Don a few times, so.
Yes. Yep. It's just reading. I love reading the company. Reading about how it started and what the offerings are. I'm a little bit of a nerd like that. And I think that's why I like the craft, because they all have a real story,
That is very true.
Yeah, and they talk to you. That somebody's going to pick up the phone and give you a call to say, hey, what's up? What's your deal? What do you do? We'd love to talk to you.
That was the biggest shocker when we first really got started, that we could just go to a distillery and they're like open arms. Hey, come check this out. Try this product. Yada, yada, yada.
Yeah.
We like what you're doing. And I'm like, really? You guys are I got like 3 followers. All right. You know, it's like really. I mean, it was, and they were
Great for
very,
them.
very welcoming.
It's great for them because you're introducing it. And I think they're starting to open up to TikTok and X and YouTube because we share. But we share ideas, but we also share. We share what we're drinking. The community, you know, and I said this to you, once you start following people, you jump on people's lives, you'll be like, hey, love that Still Lost, never had it. And somebody like, sure, send me your address. I'll send you that one, a couple of other ones that I think you may like. And next thing you know, you have 100 samples. It's the craziest thing.
If you don't hear back from New Dawn, but I believe we've got
I've had none of it. I'm on the email list, so I only get the updates.
Right there, and that sucker's delicious.
It's hard with the craft because very few people try all the craft stuff, and there's so much, it's hard to narrow down. And then it's the shipping cost. So am I going to spend $50 to try a new bottle? Sure. Am I going to spend $65 to try a new bottle and have it shipped? It's that shipping cost that always stops me from trying that one extra thing. I'm always online looking for the free shipping, or I'll ask the craft, listen, if you don't have a sample program, do you have a code for free shipping? I'll buy a bottle. You know, and then I'll ask them the next question is, which bottle would you recommend? What's your favorite? Because I don't want to take a random guess.
Yeah.
Tell me what you guys like. Tell me, you know, that's what I want. Then I'll buy still like the 3-quart. I have 5 bottles right now because I love the product. So now when I look at the product and I see the new stuff offered, I'm gonna say, you know what? That was good. That was good. That was good. I'm just expecting this to be good. I can't be let down.
That's how I feel about tequilas that come out of certain noms. Like I know if it's coming from the Bourbon family, Sergio probably made it. They make Yayo and several other brands out of there.
Yeah, I've never hit the tequila like a real tequila drink. The one that I like the most is the darker one because I think that has more of a flavor profile that fits a bourbon drinker's profile.
Yes, the añejo or extra añejo.
That's exactly what we tell our fellow bourbon drinkers is if you're looking to get into tequila and you're not a fan of the Blancos or the Reposados, step up a little bit to the añejos.
Yeah, the Blancos just, for me, I was a bartender for years and it has that real harsh tequila taste for me that brings back a lot of bad memories, to be honest.
You know, a lot of people say that and I'm like, but we have such a strong attachment to emotion and memories of what we drink. And that's where it comes from. I'm like, yeah. But when I think about what we were drinking back then, that shouldn't be legal.
Yeah.
Versus what we try to drink now.
You know, it's funny now. We had the Edwin Coe. Edwin Coe made a barrel of, or it was a mistake. It wound up being 173 proof. So yeah, I saw the eyes, and that was it. So a friend of ours had samples, 2-ounce or 4-ounce samples, and they were like $10 each. I said, yeah, I'll take one. First of all, 173 or 178, whatever it was. I'm thinking to myself, oh my God, it was delicious. It was absolutely, was so flavorful. It packed quite a punch though, because after you drank it, it hit you in a nice way, very slowly, but you're like, wow, this is my second drink. And then you realize my first drink was just 178. You know, and then you're thinking, good God, but they're really good. If you look at the hazmat stuff, I would recommend any of the hazmat American whiskey stuff. The American whiskey stuff doesn't drink heavy. It drinks very light and it doesn't have a big bite. I'm finding that the hazmat bourbon stuff has more of a kick to it. Okay. Those are just from my things that I've had. Right now, I think I only have one on my shelf that's 141 or 143 at Kings County. And if you ever see a Kings County, you want to pick it up. Kings County barrel proof. The barrel proofs are off the chart. It is the absolute darkest whiskey you will ever see. It looks like root beer.
Wow.
Yeah, it is incredibly dark. If I send out a sample, sit and drink it, you'll see light. My God, what is that? And it's fantastic. And I'm close enough here that I could. It's a New York distillery, Kings County, New York. It's in Brooklyn.
When I was in Brooklyn, I actually ventured out to Long Island. As a person who's never traveled much on the subway system, that was a jaunt.
Where'd you go?
Subway and a train.
Where'd you go on Long Island?
I actually went to visit Black Mama Vodka Distillery.
Oh, okay, so you went out east. because I'm
So,
pretty much middle of the island. It's nice. If you guys ever get back to Brooklyn again, let me know. I will be would love to meet you guys there. In Brooklyn,
Oh, make it happen.
you have Fort Hamilton, you have Widow Jane, you have Kings County. You have I think it's 77, but that may not be the name of the distillery. There's a bunch of them in there, and they're all in a half an hour radius, and that's like from the furthest point to the furthest point. But like you can 10-minute walk for most of them, just where you're going, just from the furthest points. It's like at 30 minutes.
Oh yeah, we'll definitely hit you up. I've got some family out in New York that I need to go visit, so we'll definitely.
Absolutely. We are in general a loud, kind, fast-talking people here.
That's true.
Yes, yes, we love people. New York, it's a little bit of a bad rap, but it's not so.
No, I've been a couple of times.
Yeah, it's a fun place. I'll tell you, this keeps getting better.
It does.
I keep coming back to it. I'm like, man, I hope they don't see me doing this repeatedly.
Every
I can't
sip.
get enough of this.
Every sip. As it just sits while we're talking, I do smell more cherry and more fruit on this, and more maple every time.
You're right. I mean, once you get past the tongue, there's like no more heat. It just
And the
which
more you
does
drink
not
it, the
happen.
more it mellows.
Yeah. Man, this is
That shock to the palate is going away.
I like the spice taste that kind of like hangs around on your gums. It's not just cinnamon. It's like a cinnamon and maybe a clove, or it's something to that effect. But just kind of sitting in your gums that just has a nice taste to it.
he nerds like we do. He nerds like we do.
Yeah, we're all bourbon nerds.
Oh,
Man, this is I just what Texas can do, maybe even
I'm
more than
still
what
looking at
Oklahoma does. Actually, I guess it was a little
I know
harder.
they said at least 2 years. Come on, man.
I don't think we have anything in Oklahoma that looks that color.
I mean, definitely not that age. The closest
Well, I
would probably
guess-
be the
Region here.
Amarone.
Yeah, I was just looking at it.
Amarone might be.
Yeah, the
Same
same
Old
old Moses.
Is about that dark.
Oh yeah, there's the regular the
Mhm.
PX Sherry,
Yeah, it's a sherry cask, so
Ruby
that would make
Port.
sense.
the Tawny Port. Yeah, so I guess theirs does.
Looking for that Kings County to show you. I can't find it in the closet. I'm working on restructuring my area down here. This is my closet full of bottles, but it also has kids' games and stuff. So I'm taking everything out and making it all shelves, painting it black, putting some lighting. Now that my kids are a little older, they don't use the basement as much. So I have the go-ahead to kind of make it my own space.
Nice.
So my hope is by the end of January, it's a work in progress because I have a lot of ideas, but the organization is tough. It's so hard for me to find things. We came over here and we had a bottle share 2 weeks ago, and guys were looking in. They're like, "You have something here? It's in there somewhere." I said, "Just find it." Do you know where it is? I'm like, "It's in there. Just keep moving things out. It doesn't make a difference the mess you make because it's pretty much of a mess right now."
Yeah, even as organized as this looks, we still can't find stuff sometimes.
Yeah. Do you have the floor bourbon?
Okay, what we have is, you can't see it because it's over there, but we have credenza bourbon. We've got coffee table bourbon. We have
bar counter
bourbon and tequila. It's everywhere.
Some of these
So
bottles are
you're
just
fully
set.
submerged.
Yeah, we're
Yeah.
fully submerged. I got a little embarrassed. I need to really rezone and
We
structure
don't have
this.
bathroom.
No, we don't
So
have
we're
it in the
not that
bathrooms.
far
It's
gone.
not that. But it's taking over up here, and we really gotta work on our workspace.
Bathroom bourbon is funny because after the bottle share, the Saturday morning, my wife comes downstairs and she said, "One of your buddies left a bottle of Southern Star in the bathroom." Yes. I know exactly who it was because he asked if he could take a sample. I said, "Yeah, go pour it in the bathroom so it doesn't go all over the place. There's the funnel. Do you want a sample? Take it." And he left it in the bathroom. So there's my bathroom. He took his sample, left the bottle in the bathroom.
Yeah, we got to get some sample bottles. Great packaging, by the way. Perfect. I can tell you've done this a few times. So
yeah, but
nice
what
labels.
got me was the nice but you printed the labels.
Yeah, you printed the labels.
And it's got my little thing on the back. Right? That the little Angry Irish Mac? Or was I out when I sent it to you?
I didn't see that part.
So now you got, when we send these back, you have to send us some more.
Yeah. I want the full presentation. That's cool, man. I thought this was, I was like, man, this dude is really doing it.
Do you know what? My personal feeling on bourbon is, or any kind of spirit that you enjoy. You share, you meet good people. You know, when I went to the Kentucky Bourbon Festival, I met so many people, so many different areas of the country, different backgrounds, different everything, but you all have a common interest. And I think, really believe that it's about the share. It's about the share. It's about the enjoyment. Even you said you laughed and said we're all nerds. Yes, we're all nerds. We're all sharing something we enjoy. So the bottom line is we all have this thing in common that we could talk about and enjoy, even when we're not sitting in a room together. You know, it's just, for me, it makes it all worth it. And you know, if you watch my videos and you see the end, my life is, you know, give your people a hug. You know, so if I am lucky enough to meet you guys, you will get one. And everybody says the same thing to me. You know, anybody who meets me says, Mac, you walk the walk. I said, I do. That's always been a big part of my life, sharing myself with the people who I have things in common with and enjoy. There's no other way to go about it.
Well, that's just right. Be prepared. Roger's a great hugger.
Yeah,
I'm down.
And we're gonna nerd out and return the favor. We've got some stuff we want you to try anyway.
Send you some Oklahoma stuff.
I love it. Love it.
Yeah, we're gonna make that happen. Yeah.
The further off the beaten path the distillery is, the more I love it. Yeah. Anybody could sit down and tell you they love the Russell's Reserve 15.
Yeah.
I have a bottle, but we sit down and I review it and tell everybody how much I like it. What does it really mean? It's great. It's a great bottle. You know, I wasn't going to purchase it until somebody sent me a sample and I loved it. And I happened to get it for MSRP, which I was extremely lucky. I said to the guy, how much? He goes, I'll give it to you for MSRP cash right now. I said, give me 5 minutes, because I didn't have the cash in my pocket. He said, all right.
Yeah.
Went back and got the bottle.
That is the one thing I do not like about this space is the allocation and the secondary. They've made certain things that should be wildly accessible, not so accessible, and I'm not a fan of that at all.
No,
I don't play. I'm not the one.
What is it? We were doing everything with Weller Antique.
Yeah.
You know, we're making sauces out of it.
Yeah.
You know,
we were cooking with it, and it's embarrassing now to say it, but I look back on it, I'm like, wow, they've turned something that was probably about $30-35 and made it to the point where you won't see it on the shelves here, at least.
It's $150 here.
It's ridiculous.
I'm sorry, $49.99, like they're trying to fool somebody.
Sure.
Right.
Yeah, I don't want to play for that. I don't like that game, because I've been the guy, you know, early on. Hey, let's go to liquor store A and stand in line wrapped around the building and get some cool allocated bottles. You do it once or twice and you don't get what you really want. You get something and you're like, I'm feeding into the system. It reminds me of like the $1,000 PlayStations or something. It's like, I don't want to do that. I'm out.
It definitely does. I mean, a long series that we did a 4-part series with Dwayne Poore that you can see on our YouTube channel, and that guy has a malt vault of 3,000 single malts. Wow. But he also had some Weller Antique in there, and he had some, when we say antique, he had like original bottles with like the gold leafing.
Yeah, had the gold veins running up at the bottle. And the bottle was like what, $16 or something. He was like, yeah, look at the what I paid for, and it had the little tax, little stamp and everything. I was like, wow. It's like, it was virtually nothing.
Insanity. When I was, as I said, I'm 55 years old. So when I was in high school, it was the 80s. I grew up, graduated high school in 86, and through college, I worked at a deli, and my friend worked at the liquor store 2 stores down. We used to trade a large iced tea and a Hero for a bottle of Blanton's. And the only reason it was Blanton's is because it was just give us the bottle with the horse on top. That's all it was. It was a hoagie Hero sandwich and an iced tea and like a bag of chips for the bottle with the horse.
This is wild.
I wouldn't have even been able to tell you it was Bland's because we didn't care about the name.
No.
What do you want?
Bottle with the horse on the top. That's crazy.
Because we didn't like the Jack Daniels. It was too harsh. or else we would have all been drinking Jack Daniels. We went through that, like, no, this is gross. Who wants to drink Jack Daniels 7?
Yeah.
Yeah, but Bland's was better.
What they charge, Blanton's is not that good. Not
No,
like that.
it's a $50 bottle.
And I'll be honest, I don't like Eagle Rare.
It's okay. Equal Rare to me for 10 years.
I don't like it for anything over $50.
There you go.
If I
It
see it on
won't
the
upset
shelf,
me for that.
yeah, $49.99 is what I can get them for here. I see $69, $79. I see $54. I'm like, nope, it's got to be $49.
You're like 49 done.
That's my cutoff because it's not worth it to me.
It's not.
It's not.
No,
it's not. I get other stuff. You know, even at 54, I could buy 4 of the bottles that I like better than Eagle Rare for 55.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I did have one. My best Eagle Rare was a store pick that was sent to me by a friend. He said, dude, you have to try this. I'm like, really? He's like, yeah. He goes, it's a store pick. I'll pick you up one. And it was absolutely fantastic. It was so sweet and rich. Yeah, drink some more.
Gotta have some for cheers. I don't want to run out. That's what I'm doing. I'm doing a little damage control.
And that's the deal. Like, even if you may not like the bottle, a store pick may be better.
Yes.
Yeah, we've had some great store picks.
Yeah.
We're about to review some more.
Yeah.
Do you guys get the Stag down by you, or is that like one of the ones you can't get either?
Yeah, we can get Stag. I think some stores even have the Junior. Some of them.
Yeah, I can't get this. I can't get the Stag here unless I'm willing to give up a kidney. And even the Stag Junior is anywhere from $175 to $299.
Well, I'm gonna have to do some price checking. If I see it in the wild again and I find it, we'll keep in touch.
I'd love to get that GTS, but I'd love to get it at a not at a price that's $1,000. There's no bourbon out there, in my opinion, that I would buy that's $1,000.
No, yeah, sorry, Pappy.
Yeah, none. You ever had the Pappy?
I've had Pappy. What was it? The 15? Yeah, I can't remember. It was one of those, and we were at a tasting, and this guy had some, and he was like, "Man, you a bourbon guy, man. Really, you should try some of this." And I was like, "You sure?" Because I know how this goes. And he was like, "No, man, I got it for a really good price a long time ago. I think you're gonna enjoy it." So I tried it, and it's good. The problem is there's just no way for it to be that good.
No,
it can't, because now
it's good.
It's got to put me in a state of euphoria, and I don't remember it being any better than this. I don't I just don't.
Nope, I agree 100%. It was good.
Like, these craft brands are better than some of these commercialized brands that are given to us.
We've had many discussions about this amongst our groups. The big brands, they don't really care. They don't, because they're going to put out their specialized, like Russell's, for example, puts out the Russell's 15 and taps it out at an MSRP of $275. Then a month later, you're putting the Rickhouse B out again for $300. A month later, and they're all selling off the shelves. They don't have to do anything but put them out and say special allocation, and people are dying to get them. It's not always about what's in the glass, but the promotion. You know, one of the if you want to look at the ones of the big companies, the one that I recommend to everybody for looking at big companies, the Larceny Barrel Proof is fantastic. It's still sticking around there about $69, $70. And the Elijah Craig Barrel
somewhere. I can't wait.
It's great. It's great because you're not getting banged over the head with the secondary price. And it's a damn good pour, you know. And
regular, and thought it was great.
Yeah, that one was heavy with the butterscotch for me, and I loved it.
Yeah, I always
butterscotch heaven.
I always find that butterscotch, Heath Bar, toffee profile is right up my alley. Right, it's that chocolate candy sweetness. Those are the ones that I prefer the most.
I found my twin.
There you go. There you go.
Yes.
Yes. That's what it is.
Man.
You ever get a chance to, if you ever see the Bernheim Barrel Proofs, the wheat whiskey, I would recommend that bottle also if you like cinnamon. Okay. If you like the cinnamon profile, that may be one of the best cinnamon wheat whiskeys I've ever tasted. Popping in around 120, 125 proof, and it's a significant difference between the barrel proof and the regular. The regular's good, the barrel proof is outstanding. And you know, I know you said something about your proof point. Mine is all over the place. Like the 3 quarts, they're 94, 95, 94, and 120. I love the 94s. I think that you're getting so much flavor on those lower proofs without the heat. I think it's more of a talent for the distillers to create that flavor at a lower profile, watering it down.
Usually that's what we try to tell people is what happens at the lower end, closer to the 40%, 80 proofers, is that you lose a lot of the flavor.
Yeah.
And so that is a mountain to climb to maintain the flavor that you would get at a cask strength or something higher, because you essentially have to water all of it down. The alcohol and the flavor goes with it. So that's what makes me more of a fan of the bottle and bond and up. You know, so it's like you get a whole lot more richness.
No joke. If you watch my bar reviews and you look over and there are some things that you like or you think that sound good, I'll be upstairs in 2 seconds. And if you think that I have 2 little squirrels here running around, my wife broke her leg yesterday. Yeah, so she's upstairs in rehab, sleeping, and these 2 little guys are running around. I didn't even remember what I was saying, but if you see how I do, if you see anything in my bar reviews that you think would be tasty, I usually send out in 4s because they're easy to package. That's really the only reason. 4s fit in that little package perfectly.
I like that. Yeah. We're going to take some notes from you. I like the packaging, the box size. Yeah, we're taking note of all of that because we're just now getting into that space of sending out stuff and packaging.
Make sure you put in a little bit of, whether it's M's or something, it's the sound. You need to hear something shake and not the fluid.
Okay, because I think you put rice in there.
Probably pasta.
Yes, pasta, yes.
Probably pasta, because you can hear it shake. It doesn't sound like anything but something shaking.
Yeah.
Yes.
I like that. That's good to know. So we'll definitely be sending you some goodies back.
Seriously, anything you see on my bar reviews that you're interested in, wait till you get 4 of them though.
Okay.
When you get 4, let me know and I'll be happy to share.
All right, same with us.
Same. And we'll
guys
help you out with the catalog. I know even on our channel you can't see everything, but we'll make sure we get you a rundown of what we know.
Anytime you guys have a new bottle that you want to go over, we could do this anytime. You just have to tell me the bottle and I have to make sure I can get it.
Yeah. Same. It's gonna be tougher for us. Almost guaranteed.
Maybe we can get together and do some New Dawn.
Absolutely. I would love that. Hopefully they get back to me and the gentleman gets back to me. Yeah. Even if they don't send me something, say, just give me a coupon for free shipping. Just cover the shipping for me.
I will say, when I ordered the Weeded on their website, it was free shipping.
See, they may have been running a special at that time because it wasn't when I was on. Because that's one of the first things I look for. And I do a little Google search, free shipping New Dawn or free ship, whatever it is. And there was nothing there.
Well, I didn't realize until I was ready to check out that I didn't get charged. So it wasn't like a code or anything. It was just like,
maybe you know what?
I guess after you pay a certain amount.
Yeah, which they're not cheap. They're not cheap. Once again, thank you very much.
Yeah.
These squirrels are calling me. Duty calls.
All right.
Thank you very much. Listen.
Time, man. Thank you so
Cheers.
much.
Absolutely. Give your people a hug. Don't forget it.
Drink to remember not to forget.
You will not forget.